Chocs and Chocettes and in between, Chocolate here for a very special review. It's back once again for Quality Street, yes. Viewed these a couple of times before, but they were quite old videos now, and they're some of my most popular videos, believe it or not. So I thought, you know what, I need to get these reviewed again, and especially since it's a run up to Christmas, very popular around Christmas. You know, just a lovely, and just an interesting set of chocolates all around, really. You know what, I thought they deserve a newer review, and here we are. Yeah, so Quality Street, those you don't know, classic, very much a classic sort of British chocolate selection. Usually get in tins of some kind. I think they can get metal ones still, but they went roughly mainly plasticky recently, but can get special metal ones reminiscent of, like, you know, retro style metal tins of it. But this one's just the cardboard box, because obviously, you know, there's no point in me reviewing a whole tin of it, really, you know. As much as I would love to eat the whole tin, and would do, I thought, you know, I've got to pace myself because I've got other reviews to do as well. Well, of course, I can share it out with friends and family, but, you know, too easy to eat it myself. So yeah, so what's made up of Quality? Well, they have some new wrappers recently for Quality, but I don't know if this will contain the new wrappers. We'll see. I don't think it does, based on the outside of the pack. These are the old school wrappers, so, you know, but they have done them where they're sort of, you know, environmentally friendly, which is fair enough. But unfortunately, they're quite iconic wrappers, you know. So, but nonetheless, we'll see. So what is in this one then? We've got various chocolates. Got the green triangle, which is basically almond noisette or praline. Yeah, and the Toffee Penny, coconut eclair, strawberry delight, orange chocolate crunch. And on the other side, the milk choc block, orange cream or creme, Toffee Finger, the purple one, which is basically chocolate covered caramel with a hazelnut in the middle. We've got fudge. I'm sure it used to be vanilla fudge, which just says fudge there. Then the caramel swirl. Maybe the vanilla fudge is roses one. Yeah, in fact, I do have roses to hand. Let's see. Oh, it's County Fudge. Yeah, I'm sure it used to be called Vanilla Fudge in the Quality one. Let me know if you agree with that or not, if you know it wasn't. I'm sure it was, but yeah, well, just fudge now anyway. So, there we go. Yeah, so what else we got on here? Anything else interesting? Nothing too dramatic going on. Nestlé Cocoa Bond working with Rainforest Alliance. Harry.org if you want to find out more. It's been made by Macintosh's Quality Street. Now it's owned by Nestlé. Crafted in Halifax since 1936. Is that Mark Macintosh? I can't read it really. Oh, Harold Macintosh says it underneath. It says it there. There we go. Right. Not like Harold though, does it? It strikes me as being Harold anyway, but I guess you can see the H, of course. Alright, so what's it say on the back? Anything interesting? Occasionally it is necessary to replace a sweet with another equally high quality. Chocolates may become white in warm conditions with also of cocoa butter moving to the surface, but are still safe to enjoy. Alright, and nutrition information: 400 grams, 471 calories, 20.7 grams of fat, 12 which are saturates. So it's quite low compared to most chocolate products. This was my experience reviewing on this channel. Usually chocolates are between 500 and 550 calories per 100 grams. And per 2 sweets, 89 calories, 3.9 grams of fat, 2.3 of which are saturates. 2/3 saturated fat almost. Okay. Contains approximately 11 servings, so it's 22 sweets. Portion should be adjusted for children of different ages. Assorted milk and dark chocolates and toffees. Milk chocolate contains milk solids 40% minimum. Milk and dark chocolate contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. Does have palm fat in, you can see there. Anything else of interest on that? Don't think so. For more information about our chocolates and toffees, go to www.qualitystreet.co.uk. Alright, so 22 it says in here. So obviously, how many different types is there? Yeah, there's 11 different types, so there should be 2 of each chocolate basically, so I'll see if that's the case. You'd hope so, because it does imply that if there isn't 2 of each, you might only have 1 of some of the chocolates, so we'll see. So let's give it an open, see what the distribution is like, and just what they look like in general. So let's do it, let's give them an open. Right, okay, we're going to give these Nestlé Quality Street sweets, I guess, an open. Yeah, so normally you get these in tins, or you can get them in tins, but in this case it's the cardboard box version, but no different really, other than the fact there's just fewer of them, I guess. Let's see, let's give it a bit of an open then. Right, so yeah, time recording, I've done about 970, 980 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. If it's alright to call it to a playlist of all my reviews, or some other related ones, such as other chocolate selections and things like this. So yeah, we check those out, hopefully enjoy those too. And also we do have the new wrappers actually, even though on the sides, still represented by the old ones, not changed the wrapper, not changed the design. But you can see here, they have that sort of matte look to them. Yeah, alright, let's have a look then. Yeah, so they are, look, they just look a bit less, there's only a few of them that are different, like these ones here. They look okay, they're just a bit less, I don't know, distinct. Like you can see the difference here, a bit more matte. You can see it used to look on there, Strawberry Delight for instance, so it's a bit less shiny. Yeah, they're not massively different actually in hand, to be honest with you. They're just, it's more these ones really. They're just slightly different, but they're okay. Yeah, I don't mind them actually. It's only a couple of them that are different. I think most of them are seemingly the same. It's only, in fact, you know what? There seems to be a mix here actually. Look, it seems maybe a mid-transition here, because this is the old style one, this is the new one by the looks of it. So I think I've got a bit of mix of them here actually, which is strange. So I don't know if these are the fully different wrappers. I've got an old one here. So yeah, that's strange that, isn't it? It's strange that. So I don't know if they're all, you know, in the new wrappers, or whether some of them are new ones. I mean, yeah, I think these ones are the old ones, I think. But these ones are definitely new. But yeah, clearly there you can see new and old side by side. So that's basically the kind of difference. You know, the old ones are like these sort of shiny, foily ones, a bit more skin tight. As these ones are a bit more sweetie like, you can see. A bit more sort of, I don't know, look a bit more like normal sweets colour schemes. So interesting. But yeah, for these ones, they're all different. So, well, let's have a look at the distribution then. So we need to see, so we've got 3 of those, which doesn't bode well, I don't think. I'm sure I said, yeah, it should be 22 chocolates, I think. So we'll see. But, well, let's have a look at the distribution anyway. Should have at least 2 of each, I think. Since I've got more than 2 of each, so that's not bad. I think a serving was 2 sweets, I'm sure of it. Yeah, 2 sweets is 1 serving. There you go, yeah. And per 2 sweets. And it contains approximately 11 servings down there. So, alright, yeah. So let's have a see. So, as I say, it looks to definitely be a lot more than that, I think. Yeah, so, alright. So we do have, yeah, roughly 2 though of each, but more so on average really. So we've got 3 of those, 3 of them, 3 of them. But yeah, I think that's pretty good actually. I must say, when I had a quad sheet not too long ago, I did treat myself a few months back, had some, and I did feel like the proportion, the distribution was a lot better than I remembered it being when I first reviewed them a few years back on this channel. I think the distribution there was terrible really, but here, pretty good. Let's say we've got 3 of some, but you know, we've got at least 2 of everything, and you know, it does say on the box basically 11 servings. 2 sweets is 1 serving, so yeah. So it's worked out. I mean, how many sweets actually are there? So 5, 10, 14, 16, 18, 22, 25. So 25, yeah. So there are 3 extra chocolates. You can see there. So we have actually got more than we probably should. So, you know, I'm not sure what to make of that really. I mean, it should be quite accurate, shouldn't it? But they've obviously added in a few more for whatever reason. So, and it does work out, as I say, we've got 25 and 3 more than we should do. So yes, they look pretty good, don't they? As I say, just this one we've got a mix of new and old, which is strange, isn't it? Good. I like the way they're doing that, like a bit of a transition, so they're not just binned off the old ones, you know, which would defeat the point of what they're trying to do, I think. I feel like these are the old style ones with the sort of, you can see it's similar-ish to this one, rather than this one where, you know, it's got the see-through bits and stuff. So I feel like that's an old wrapper. I feel like most of them are the old ones. These are still old ones. I think these ones are as well. So lots of them are just not the matte finish. You can see this one's still got the sort of similar to the old one there. So I think, yeah, in a bit of transition period, I think is just it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to basically go through them individually by lifting up and tasting one at a time and individually rating them, and then we'll give the whole thing a rating. So yeah, we'll go through that and we'll do it, and let's give them a go. Quite excited for this. So let's lift myself up and give them a taste. Let's do it. Right, okay, everyone, going to give these Nestlé Quality Street Sweets, or Sweet Selections, or Selection of Sweets, a taste. Yeah, so very excited for these ones, because it's, like I mentioned before, it's got like a sort of reseal thing going on here, although I don't know why you really can do it. Why you necessarily need it, because not, you know, they are sealed anyway. It does reseal. So there we go. Alright. There's 11 servings basically, and a serving is 2 sweets. So there should be 22, so 2 of each that basically means. But we have actually got 3 of some of them. We've got 25 chocolates. So distribution is pretty good actually, quite impressed with it. So what we'll do is we'll go through them individually, taste each one at a time, and I'll perhaps measure them and chop them in half and things so we can see what they look like. So we'll start with one I'm not too excited about, which is the coconut eclair. Not a big fan of coconut generally, so we'll give that a go. I do have like a little, as I say, little sort of rating system I can give each one as well. So give each one an individual rating, so we'll do that. This is the blue one. It's the old style wrapper in this one, as you might have seen before. I've got a bit of a mix of new and old wrappers. I've specifically got one old wrapper and one new wrapper for these ones, because if you missed the earlier part of the video, I explained that they are changing the wrappers to be more environmentally friendly. You can see here, an example where I've got an old and a new one, this being the old one, that being the new one. But the chocolate eclairs are still the old stout ones by the looks of it. Alright, so let's give it a bit of an open then, let's see. Right, that's apple going on there, so there you go. See a bit knobbly on top. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Tie tracks on the bottom as well. Let's give a bit of a measure then, shall we? We'll just do that. A quick measure. 1.4 centimeters in length, width. About 8 millimeters, roughly. And height. A bit knobbles on it, about 5 millimeters to 6 millimeters. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's give it a bit of a chop in half as well. Have a look at it on the inside. Quite a stiff chop there. But there you go, you can see there, concentrated coconut there, I guess you'd say. But yeah, looks what you'd expect from a coconutty type chocolate, milk chocolate on the outside by the looks of it. Alright, well, let's give it a taste. Quite excited for this one, so let's give it a go. Not bad. It's very quite chewy. Usually the texture of coconut is what I'm not a big fan of, but this one, so far the texture of coconut isn't there. It's as if it's been mixed with something, to make it a bit more chewy. As time goes on, the coconut's becoming more apparent. Not bad, it gives a sweet taste. Certainly not one that I would go for first, but chocolate's pretty good. Coconut quite sweet, as I say, gives a bit of a good chew as well. It's just that consistency at the end where basically when the coconut dries out in your mouth, but you sort of becomes a bit not powdery but bitty. I'm not a big fan of that consistency really. But generally it was pretty good, that one. Not too bad. As I say, coconut fans, I think it's definitely for you. You could probably give this an extra 1.5 stars maybe, but I think for me, well, maybe an extra star. I think for me that one is not too bad actually. Between 3, 3.5. I quite like the chew for it. I think the chew adds a bit to it, so for me, 3.5 out of 5, but it's more close to a 3 than a 4 for sure, and I've given it a bit of the benefit of the doubt. But I think if you're a coconut fan, I think that's a good 4, 4.5, but I'm not a coconut fan, but I still appreciated that one, so pretty good that one. Good start. I'd say probably one of the weaker ones as well. Alright, let's have a try at, let's see. We'll go for the Toffee Penny next. This one, bit, I don't know, it's a classic one, but it's not my favourite one really. It's kind of a bit, I don't know, it's just a chewy toffee. There might be some time chewing this one. Because it's just a coin of toffee. That way it's got the wrapper's got a bit of foil and a swizzly bit. It's pretty good. Alright, so there we go. So it's not, it's the word malleable. You can bend it and things. It's a bit of a measure, shall we, as well. What's worth, let's be careful. Diameter is about 1.3. Height, so it might not be a perfect circle or whatever. About 3 millimeters. About 2.5 actually. I closed it a bit more, so I made it 2.5. So I think that's about right. Alright, let's give this one a go then. Let's say I'm not going to no point chopping this one in half. It's the same all the way through it. Just a chewy toffee one, this one. So let's give it a bit of a chew and find out what it's like. Let's give it a go. It's got a good consistency, not too hard, but certainly not soft. It's a bit of a boring one, I'd say. You know what I mean? It's one I don't really particularly enjoy having as such, by which I mean I'm not excited for it, I guess I do enjoy having it, but I'm not excited for it. This is not one I go for when I open Quality Street, but usually they're at the end and I'll have them then. But they are actually quite nice. I just think they're a bit boring, if you know what I mean, but a good chew to these ones. That's a nice toffee taste, nothing too exciting. Reminds me of Werther's Originals in some way, although they're harder, but yes, you get the chewy ones of those. But you finally got it. I think it's good that it gives you a long chew though. I quite like that. It gives you something, a bit of substance to it. It's tempting to give this one a 3. I think, you know, I gave the chocolate, I gave the, what was it, the coconut eclair one. I gave the coconut eclair one 3.5, and I think this one's definitely no worse. I think maybe I overrated the coconut eclair one slightly, but I'd say it was closer to a 3 than a 4. I think this one again is a similar concept really, but I quite like it. I think it's got a nice chew. It's probably really more of a 3 this one, you know, but I feel like the coconut one I was kind of rating not quite for me. I think for me the coconut one's probably not quite 3.5. I think this one has got a nice toffee taste, nice chew to it, good consistency. I feel like, I don't know, 3.5. I don't know. I think the coconut ones, they maybe overrated that slightly based on the fact that, you know, for me it's not as great as it could because it's coconut. But, you know, I don't know, maybe not, I'm not sure. I think for this one, I'm going to say 3 out of 5. I think this one is kind of a bit more average than the other one. But it's only just, it's close to a 3.5. But I just feel like it's just a bit more boring really. The other one I can appreciate the fact that coconut fans and it's distinct and interesting, the coconut eclair one. But yeah, well, not bad though, not bad. Right, Toffee Finger, I think this is going to be a similar fare, this one. We'll try that one. Not focusing in very well. But basically a similar thing. We've got 3 of them in this pack. But just, what is the real difference? I mean, it's just coated in chocolate, this one. I think that's basically the difference. Maybe it's not quite as chewy. A bit of a measure. Okay. 2.1, 2.15 almost. And the height, about 4.5 millimeters. Width, 4.5 again. Look at that. Do a bit of a chop in half as well. Similar-ish to the sense, it's a bit fudgy. Yeah, so it's toffee covered with chocolate basically. Alright, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. It's looking quite chewy. Maybe more chewy than one. Seems to be a bit more compact, a bit more dense. Still going. The chocolate's okay. Nothing great. Smells for the old roses one before they made it a bit not quite as chewy. That's the chewy caramel in that one. It's alright, this one. It's I guess just another pretty mundane, boringy one. Quite similar to the Toffee Penny, but just with some chocolate. It's easier to eat the more you have of it. Maybe for me, probably. So the chocolate's okay. You know, it does have a bit of something to it, but you know, nothing dramatic. But I think it's alright. I think it's a bit. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's quite as nice as I think the toffee and the Toffee Penny is a bit nicer actually. So I think this one, well, it gives you one hand with the chocolate, takes away with another by not being quite as nice as a Toffee Penny. It does have a bit more of a chew, but I think I prefer the Toffee Penny generally, believe it or not. I would have thought I would have preferred that one, but yeah. So I think this one, yeah, it's maybe 2.5. This one's maybe it's a 2.5. This one, you know, a bit below average. I think that one just on the chocolate, but it's not bad though. But definitely closer to a 3 than a 2. But a bit mundane that one, I think. A bit disappointing. Yeah, Toffee Penny's a lot better. All right, let's try the green triangle. It's a classic one. This one. It's not my favourite one though. I'm not a big fan of sort of almond, you know, praline type things. Generally, they're okay. So what you can see is in the foil wrapper, which at least for this one, not sure if it'll stay that way. The new wrapper's coming out. You can see the design there. Quite a nice design. On one side at least. Right, milk chocolate. Let's see, we'll measure the triangle there at the bottom. 1.3 almost. 3 on that side. And the height, about 0.5 almost. Yeah. All right. Okay, have a look on the inside as well. Give it a chop. Alright, so yeah, so pretty, nothing too dramatic going on inside that, pretty mundane, but just a praline basically, or noisette, whatever you want to say. But let's give it a taste, let's find out. Oh, hang on. Yeah, nice praline-y smell. Yeah, not bad. Let's give it a taste, let's see what it's like. I imagine it'll be quite a mundane one, this one, I think, as well, because it's in a lot of chocolate selections, you know. They have one of these flavours. It's generally the normal kind of flavour, isn't it? But let's give it a taste. Nice and creamy, actually. I'm sure it used to have crunchy bits in, but it doesn't seem to this time. I'm sure it did, you know, it used to have crunchy bits in there. But there's no crunch in that one. They definitely changed that, I think. I'm definitely sure it used to have that. I don't know how long ago it was, but I'm pretty sure it did used to have crunchy bits in there. Not bad, actually. I quite like it, quite fresh. Better than I thought it would be, actually. I think with the crunchy bits, I didn't like those as much. I wasn't a big fan of the nutty texture, but not bad. A nice, very creamy sort of praline, as I say. Not bad, that one. I think some people love that one. It's not my favourite. I think it's okay. But yeah, I think it's about 3.5 out of 5. Nice sort of creamy praline. Chocolate's pretty good. Melts in the mouth quite nicely. As I say, not my favourite one because I think, I don't know, it's just not exciting enough for me. But it's nice. It hits the spot and it's distinct, you know what I mean? So, not bad, not bad. Alright, let's try another one. And the purple one. This one I'm not a big, classic one again, but I'm not a big fan of the purple one because I'm not a big fan of nuts, as I say. But, maybe I didn't say, but let's see. Let's give it a bit of an opening. You can see, nice design on it, nice purple wrapper. I like purple, of course, my favourite colour. I think this is the old style one, I think, so let's lose this one soon. I like the design on it. It looks like a hazelnut. I think that's really good. I think that's really good, actually. Yeah. Let's give it a bit of a measure then. These sounds, but like a eye as well. Alright, so there we go. So 1.5 roughly. It does have an eye on that side. Do that. Get two of them, do that. Paint an eye on it or something. And the width in the centre, about 9 millimeters. The height, 7.5 millimeters. 7.6. Alright, well, I said 7.5 when it said 7.6, but there we go. It was just rounding to the middle of it. Give it a chop. Now, there should be a whole hazelnut in this one, so let's just give it a bit of a chop off centre and some caramel, of course. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so I caught the hazelnut in the middle there, so you can see lots of caramel there with hazelnut. Now, what I would normally do this one, I wouldn't eat these straight away. I'd have the normal caramel ones, and then I'd have these ones when the regular ones have run out, the regular caramel in chocolate. You know, just sort of spit the hazelnut out into the convenient, full wrapper there, the convenient full wrapper for it. Right, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Nice. I'd say chocolate's okay. More quite creamy chocolate. Quite nice chocolate actually. Even though Nestlé milk chocolate's not the best usually, but in Fudge Street's not bad. Obviously the caramel's quite prominent. Quite I don't know, kind of it's an okay caramel. I think it's quite. I don't know. It's okay. As it tastes a bit. It's just got a bit of a. I don't know. It's an okay caramel. I think it's not the best caramel in the world. It's not bad. It's got sort of like. I think it just comes across as a bit. I don't know. I'm not sure. It just tastes a bit sort of. It's the chocolate mixing in with it really. Just makes it just tastes a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna say artificial, but not quite as nice as you'd hope. And the hazelnut, of course, if you like hazelnuts, then obviously there is one in there. It doesn't taste of. It's just the texture for me. It doesn't really taste of anything particularly. It's just got a nutty texture, which I'm not a big fan of. I prefer like a biscuity texture really in mine. So, so this one again, it's okay. I think it's probably, you know, it's got what it is. It's not bad. I think it's just the caramel's okay. The chocolate's alright. It's catching the throat quite a lot there, really. I think the caramel and the chocolate mixed together. So all hazelnuts don't really do it for me. I think it's just alright. You know, definitely above average, I think. But again, nothing dramatically great, if you know what I mean. So I think for me it's another 3.5 out of 5. So it's still nice, above average. You know, 3 out of 5 is the average chocolate taste, and average chocolates do taste nice. It's got a bit above it, but I think for me just nothing too groundbreaking. Obviously, if you like hazelnuts, you might add a half a star, maybe a whole star onto that. But I don't know. I think just the chocolate and the caramel combination isn't great. It's all right, it's all right. So I think from that one in, we'll do the caramel swirl now, which is basically the same thing, but without the hazelnut. So it used to come in like a full wrapper. I guess it still is kind of full, but like a tight wrapper, like Orange Crunch and the Green Triangle used to be quite tight like that. Yeah, it's the same design now. There's a swirl there. Looks okay. You've got like a swirls around the side, around the top. Bit of a measure then as well. 0.66 centimeters. Seems like it should be more than that, doesn't it? Oh, I just realised I had it on inches. That's great, isn't it? So that's going to cause me a lot of post editing. So about 1.7 centimeters there. So diameter at the bottom about 2.7. Yeah. Okay. I can really do it at the top actually, but we can try 2.3 or something like that. So, well, you can't really do it at the top, but there we go. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? So I had it in inches there. How much of a pain that is. So I'll probably do loads of conversions and stuff on the previous ones. What a pain, eh? What a pain. Give it a chop in half. Let's see. Okay, so lots of oh yes, it's definitely lots of caramel there. Very runny caramel. You can see on this side it's just collapsing a bit. Yeah, quite a thick caramel layer there. It would run if I held it down long enough. But it's already falling apart on this one. A thick chocolate at the bottom as well. Not too bad. Looks good, that, doesn't it? Looks quite nice actually. That. Well, let's give it a taste before this falls all over the place. Let's do it. Not bad. That's a bit short-lived compared to some of the others. But not bad actually. I think it tastes a bit more interesting than the purple one. I think the caramel's still the same and the chocolate still interacts in the same way, but for some reason it just comes across a bit better. I wouldn't say it's going to blaze sorts off much more than the purple one, but I think it's just got a bit more. It just seems to be a bit nicer, really, but it's a bit more short-lived in the chocolate. There's just not as much of it for some reason. So I think the proportion seems to be quite good. So I think for me that one, yeah, nice caramel, nice milk chocolate. I think it's generally pretty good actually. I think yeah, I think that one's just slightly upped its game a bit from the purple one. I don't know, it just seems to be a bit nicer. So I think for me that's a 4 out of 5, that one. Just has a bit more going on about it really, just a bit more interesting, just a bit nicer. Just the caramel and the chocolate just work a bit better together really. I don't know why that is, but it just came across a bit better. Had a fresher taste. Yeah, nice that one. Okay, so I'll do the orange chocolate crunch this time. Yes, how about that? Yeah, okay. Let's give that one a go. So it's yeah, like a, I don't know what shape is it really? Octagon? I think it's an octagon, isn't it? So the shape of the quadruped box it's become to be. I think that's when it came out actually, when they first, because it wasn't always in the orange crunch. It's a relatively new one, I'm sure it is. I think it's when they changed the design to have this sort of shape box. So it was always just normal circle or whatever when I was younger. But that's when it came out. So I think it's a relatively new one, I'm sure it is. Let's give it a bit of an open then. This one's like an orange truffle, or a chocolate, orange flavoured chocolate truffle, I think. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, even you think it'd be solid chocolate, but I don't think it actually is. Nice bow shape on that, that's pretty good. It extends to, does it go down the side? Just on the top. Oh, let's give it a bit of a measure. I've got it in millimetres this time, hopefully. Yes, I have. Goodness me. I can't believe I did that before. Alright, there we go. So about 2.8 centimetres. Width. And height, about 1.2. Alright, let's give it a bit of a chop. We've got little crunchy bits, micro crunches. Like a, yeah, an orange truffle on top. A bit like matchmakery type crunches, I think. You can see those little shiny bits, are shining a bit. Darker spots like that one there. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. It's interesting. Let's give it a go. It's a bit like a praline, potentially a bit like the green triangle, but I guess it's a bit like that, but obviously not with almonds. So whether that's not a definition of a praline, I'm not sure, but that sort of thing. Let's give it a taste. Lots of crunches there. Nice strong truffly taste. Yeah, it's definitely not like a praline, actually. It's a bit more truffly. Nice. Nice crunch, nice orange flavour. No, not solid chocolate. Maybe I prefer if it was solid chocolate, I think. But it's nice, that one. Yeah, nice orange flavour, nice chocolate, nice sort of truffly centre as well. It's a good texture change from all the others. Pretty good, that one. Nice orange flavour, as I say. Not quite as nice as a Terry's chocolate orange, but that sort of flavouring. Yeah, for me that's good crunch as well, as I say. Nice different textures in that one. Really nice, and the chocolate's perfectly fine. Nice milk chocolate. I think for me, yeah, pretty solid one, that one. A good 4 out of 5, that one. Yeah, just definitely, you know, a solid 4 out of 5. Definitely closer to a 4.5 than the 3.5 for sure. One of the best ones, I think, that one. A really nice one. Yeah, good, that one. Now what else have we got then? Got the strawberry delight as well, just on the orange, one of the orange ones. So I'll do the strawberry delight there. This one we have the new wrapper. Okay, let's see how it opens. Looks the same. No foil on the inside, like there used to be on the other ones, but yeah, okay. Dark chocolate this time. Let's give it a bit of a measure. 1.5 centimetres. And the width 2.75, 2.8. So it's got it's like a fondant sense, this one, a bit like a Fry's cream chocolate bar. Even open. Yes, you can see. Yes, quite soft. Yeah, there you go. That design on the top, though, it looks a bit strawberry-like, I guess, a bit knobbly. But you can see it's very soft and just caving in there. Unless it was coloured pink, I think, but it's not. You can see, yeah, it just really is very soft. Okay, let's give it a taste. Not bad. Quite a strong. What's the word? Quite an artificial flavour, I think you say. Just catching out, you know, as well, a lot like that. You know, it's that kind of flavour. It's not bad though. I think it's probably not as good as you'd think. It's one of those where you think, oh, it's really nice, and was one you remember, but it's not quite as nice as you think, because that's sort of the fondant cream. It's just a bit catchy in a photo, a bit strong, a bit artificial. For me, it tastes a bit like, I don't know, children's medicine sometimes. I know it's unpopular opinion really, but nonetheless, they're not too bad. I think for me, they're not as good as you'd think they'd be. You remember them thinking, oh yes, nice strawberry cream, got to have that as a cream one, or how nice and interesting. But I don't know, they're not quite as exciting as you think. I do think it's better than the coconut Eclair one, but it's still around a 3.5 out of 5 from that one, I think. The dark chocolate's not bad, it doesn't really stand out too much, but it's interesting in having that as opposed to just the milk chocolates or all the others, so it's quite good for that reason, but it doesn't really add too much to it because it's overpowered quite strongly by the strawberry cream or the fondant cream, so not bad though. Well, let's try the orange equivalent. Strawberry delight one was called. This is orange creme. Okay, got the old school wrappers for these ones. Alright, so you can see you do have the foil this time. I don't think it makes much of a difference that, but I feel like it would. Seems to be dark chocolate again, maybe. It's the darker milk chocolate anyway. About 3.4, 3.5 centimetres in length. And width 2.2, 222. Height 1.4. So conveyor belt, tie tracky affair at the bottom. Quite standard. Shape at the top. Let's give it a cut. Okay, so it's another fondant cream, not quite as liquidy as a strawberry one, I don't think, but still quite soft. Maybe it's just the chocolate keeping it together a bit more in this one. Doesn't seem to be quite as runny. At least in this case anyway, maybe other times it is, I don't know, but yeah. Well, let's give it a go. Not much of an orange smell, but yeah, let's give it a go. It definitely isn't as runny as a strawberry one. Again, it reminds me of children's medicine. You know, always has done for some reason. These are the Quality Street strawberry and orange ones. I know other people don't find that, I'm sure, but I tend to do. It's okay again. It's a similar fare really, just a sort of an orangey flavour. It's not as nice orangey flavour as the orange crunch. You can tell that was introduced later, because I mean it just seems a bit odd to have two of these orange ones in it. And the orange cream just isn't as good really. So it is a bit odd that, isn't it? You know, they have two orange flavours. I don't know why they did that really, but kind of glad they did because I do prefer the other one. This one's okay. It's the same problem as the strawberry one. Tastes a bit like children's medicine, a bit catchy and throaty because of the fondant cream. Dark chocolate's not bad. You know, it's good to have it. I think it's dark chocolate anyway. It looks to be, but it doesn't really stand up too much because of the fruit flavoured cream. But a bit more so than the strawberry one, I would say. About the same for me. It's about 3.5 out of 5 really. It's just the problem with it again is the flavour's a bit artificial and the kind of clogs in the throat, catching the throat a bit. But it's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Right, so what else have we got left? Have we got many left, have we now? I think we've just got two. Yeah, two left. Do the milk choc block. This one's a relatively new one as well. It's just basically almost like a segment of Yorkie, basically. So it's just that bow affair or some kind of a pattern on it. A solid block of chocolate, basically. So, about 3 centimetres in width at the bottom, roughly at the top, 2.6. The height, 1.7 almost. The width at the bottom, 1.7. The top roughly at 1.2. Alright, so it's just a solid block of chocolate, this one. Don't know if there's much point me. Well, yeah. Bite it in half and then nibble the rest of it. So, there you go. Solid chocolate. I quite like this one, even though it's quite boring. And Nestlé milk chocolate's not the best, but for some reason this solid block, a bit like Yorkies really, it just tastes quite nice. It's got a nice substance to it. It's nice solid chocolate. It's quite sweet and it's just a bit of almost like a palate cleanser from the rest of it, you know. I actually quite like that one a lot, more than you'd think. I think it's a bit mundane though. I think it's really nice for what it is, but it's a bit mundane, you know. It is just a block of chocolate, but I do quite like it. I think it's really nice. It's a nice sweet chocolate. That's a big, and despite being Nestlé milk chocolate, it comes across quite nicely actually. I do like them. So for me that one, yeah, just straight block of chocolate, milk chocolate, but works really well. Nice sort of difference from all the others to have something a bit plain. Comes across as quite fresh tasting as a result of it really. So I think for me, good 4 out of 5. I think it works quite well in the set, that one. And it's a nice chocolate in its own right, even though it's just plain chocolate. Well, plain milk chocolate. Not plain chocolate, meaning dark chocolate. Yeah, nice. I like that one. Works really well in the set. Then lastly, but by no means leastly, we've got the vanilla, well, it's just called Fudge now. I'm sure it's called vanilla Fudge. So we'll open it with the new one so we can see if there's no foil there. Yeah, so they've removed the foil from it. You know, the old one did have foil in it. You can even see the foil there. So I'm not sure what to make of that. So yeah, But yes, it's the same chocolate. Okay. If it makes any difference, I don't know, but you assume it did because he had it for some reason. You'd think. Okay, so let's give it a bit of a measure. Blend. About 3.5, I think. We'll just check. 3.4, maybe 3.5 in some instances. And the height around 1.4, and the width at the bottom at least 2.2. Alright, so yeah, so this one from memory, I really like this one. A bit of a sleeper hit, this one for me. You know, I'm not a big fan of fudge style chocolates generally, especially real fudge where it's just too sweet. And Cadbury Fudge and stuff I always think it's a bit boring, especially in the Roses selection and the Heroes selection. Well, the Roses one is country fudge, it's not quite the same thing, but even so. But let's give this one a taste. Quite nice, there's a nice smell to it. I'm sure this is vanilla fudge, you know, but we'll see. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I do like this one, even though I say it's just fudge, and I'm normally a bit. This one's actually punches above its weight. Now I'm thinking about the taste. It has a bit of a strange, a bit of a taste of a French fancy almost, actually. Oddly enough, maybe I don't know. It just tastes a bit like a French fancy, actually. Maybe the yellow one. I'm not sure. Interesting. It's nice. It's got a nice fresh taste again. Kind of a bit cloggy, but still nice. I like it. I say just a nice, soft, smooth filling, but a bit textured though. I say it's quite vanilla-y, I'd say. Maybe it's vanilla fudge anymore. I don't know, but it tastes a bit vanilla-y. It's quite nice. It's just better than you'd think, that one. It's not a bit of a mundane flavour, but actually it's quite nice. I don't think I give it 4.5. I don't think it's that, I feel like I felt that way in the past, but I think it's a 4 out of 5, that one. Just a nice solid, it's a nice fudge flavour actually. It's just quite nice. The texture's nice. It's just quite fresh. Pretty good really. I like that one, better than you'd think. So there we go. I think we've reviewed all of them there, and I think generally a pretty good selection really. I don't think we missed any out. I hope we haven't. Yeah, I think it's all pretty good. I think what's good about Quality Street is they've just got this, all the chocolates are so different. I used to think I used to not like Quality Street much at all really. I used to think, oh, Quality Street, I don't like it, So, but I always prefer Roses really. But having had Quality Street, a few months back and today, of course, what's good about it is it's just so varied. You've got a good variety of chocolates and textures and things here. You've got all the sort of the fruity ones. You've got the different kinds of chewy ones. You've got some nutty ones. You've got dark chocolates as well. You just got a really good selection. I'd say fudgy ones, and they're all pretty good as well. I think some of them are better than others, and some of them are perhaps, I don't know. For me, like the cream ones, I usually quite like creams in chocolates, but the cream ones in this one, I don't know, just a bit like children's medicine almost for me, a bit too much like it. But I think, but even so, I can look past that and say, yeah, I think they've got a good sort of assortment here. Even the chewy ones are pretty good. I think the Toffee Finger is probably the worst one in the set. I think maybe the coconut one as well, but only because I'm not a massive coconut fan. I'm not a big fan of the purple one either. But again, I can appreciate them all. Really. I think the Toffee Finger though is probably the worst one. I think it's just so mundane, and I think the Toffee Penny's better. That's the only thing I'd say that's distinctly bad about this. The way you've got like 2 orange ones really, which I think is unnecessary. The orange crunch and the orange cream or creme. And you've got the Toffee Finger and the Toffee Penny, which are again a bit too similar. I know the Toffee Finger's got chocolate surrounding it, but just get rid of that and just cover the Toffee Penny in chocolate or something. But I think the Toffee Penny doesn't need it. I think it's really nice on its own. I think the Toffee Finger is just a bit, just a bit. It's a classic one. It's been there all the time, but I don't know. I feel like that one could be got rid of really. And I think like the orange cream as well. I can understand why it's still there. It's a classic, but I feel like the orange crunch, orange chocolate crunch. Yeah, it's just a bit nice, a bit more interesting really. It just seems a bit pointless to have 2 orange flavour ones and 2 toffee ones, But I guess you might argue that about the caramel hazelnuts, the purple one and the regular caramel. But I think they're different enough. Not everyone likes hazelnuts, so these whole ones. Yeah, so I think for me, I think the real thing about Quality Street is just the variety in there. I think you've got a nice variety of chocolates and it comes across pretty good and it's interesting to have. You don't really get bored of it. There's something for everyone. I think that's really the distinctive thing about this set. There's just lots of different chocolates and they're all nice. I don't think any of them are going to blow your socks off, but they're just a solid selection and they're better than I used to think really. I'm actually quite impressed with it. And I think the distribution was great as well. That was the case in the last lot I had and in this one, so I don't think it's a fluke. And in fact, you've got more than you'd expect. Yeah, you got 25 chocolates rather than 22, which it says you should get on the box. So, can't complain. And none of them were detrimental to the other sets. So you didn't get like 1 of one and 4 of another. You at least got 2 of each and 3 of some actually. So yeah, I was very impressed with that. I think for me, this one's a good solid selection. I don't think it's going to blow your socks off, but I think what's good about it is it's better than some of its parts. You've got lots of distinct flavours and tastes, and they're all different. They're all interesting, and not only in 1, maybe 2 are not that great. But the Toffee Finger is really the one that is, it's just pointless and doesn't need to be there for me, and is not very interesting at all. Really. And I say you've got the Toffee Penny, which is the same thing minus the chocolate, but just better with the toffee taste, really. So I think overall, this selection for me, I think it's pretty good. I think there's just no real. I don't think there's any knockout heavy hitter ones here. You know what I mean? They're all, but you've got the advantage of such a variety, and it's a good variety, and they all work together well. And so I think for me, it's a good 4 out of 5. Not bad, this one at all. So let me know what you think, guys, whether you agree with this one, what your favourite chocolate is, yeah, what your least favourite chocolate is, and what you think should be replaced, and this, that and the other. Yeah, let me know. And please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out one of these videos that's been on the screen now. Check out the member programme and also the Discord server. Links to those in the description. Go to support the channel and also be part of the community. And have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.